Hello, Joe McCullough here, just waiting for some people to come on board. So I'm going to talk about 5 different ways of achieving any goal that you want. This is going to be day 1 of a 5-day broadcast, where each day I'll be giving you some useful hints that are going to help you achieve any goal that you want faster than you ever thought possible. While I'm waiting for people, let me give you just a little bit of background about who I am. My name is Joe McCullough. I'm the physics program chair at Cabrillo College in Santa Cruz, California. About 10 years ago, I started getting obsessed with the brain, how people learn, how people process, store, and retrieve information. And since then, it's been my passion helping teach people about their brain, how they can use some simple yet powerful brain-based learning techniques to learn anything faster than they ever thought possible. So right now I'm in a park in Santa Cruz, California, enjoying a sunny day, waiting to see if anybody decides to show up. Apparently I might need a catchier title. Anyway, let me just tell you that this is day 2 of a 1-year challenge I've given myself to broadcast every single day for a year. And the goal is to become more comfortable in front of the camera, eventually to start putting out some video trainings and things like that. So I hope that you will decide to join me on this wonderful adventure. Not only am I going to be sharing some wonderful personal development ideas, tips and tricks, but being a physics teacher, I'm going to show you some amazing physics demos. I'm also going to show you some really cool physics tricks, magic, things like that. I saw a couple stars. I can't actually tell if anybody is watching this. Oh, there's some hearts. I can't see anything in the lower screen, so I don't know why. But anyway, let me just start day 2 of my 1-year challenge. I'm going to talk about how to achieve any goal. And the very first thing is to make sure that it's a SMART goal. And SMART is actually an acronym that stands for specific, measurable, attainable, relevant, and time-bound. Let's start with the first one, specific. It's really, really hard for your brain to wrap itself around a vague goal. Goals like, I want to be happier, or I want to have more money. Well, what does it mean specifically to be happier to you? How much more money do you want? Anytime you want to achieve a goal, you want to make sure that goal is specific. Now, how do you make it specific? Specific goals usually are measurable, and measurable means there's some kind of number or quantity associated with it. So, for example, rather than saying I want to make more money, a specific and measurable goal would be I want to make $250,000 a year. That is much easier for your brain to wrap itself around. Third one, A, is achievable. You want to set a goal that definitely pushes you, but doesn't seem so far out of reach that it's unrealistic. Your brain will not be motivated to do it. I have some people coming over here in the park. I feel a little silly talking into my cell phone. Anyway, are there people out there? Okay, I see a couple hearts. I don't know why I can't see people that are joining or not joining. Anyway, specific, measurable, attainable. I recommend the very first time you start achieving goals, setting goals, and try and work hard to achieve them, give yourself a 50-50 chance. Meaning, set a goal that's kind of a little bit out of reach, but not a goal that's so easy. If the goal's too easy, you're not going to be motivated to put in the effort. And if it's too hard, also, it's going to be very easy for you to get discouraged. The R stands for relevant. Relevant means it has to be important to you and your life circumstances, but even more important, it has to be relevant to you personally. It can't be a goal that somebody else wants you to achieve. Somebody like your parents, your spouse, and so on. I see this a lot with my students. Students have these goals that their parents set for them, but they haven't bought into the goal themselves, and so they're not motivated to try and achieve it. And the last one is time-bound. What that means is you want to place a deadline on your goals. Deadlines create a sense of urgency, and it helps spur us forward. So any goal that you want to reach, make sure that the goal is specific, measurable, attainable, relevant, and time-based. Well, that's it for day 2. My goal is just to keep these about 5 minutes. tomorrow I'm going to share a few tips and tricks that are going to help you get whatever goal you want. So again, my name is Joe McCullough, and I would love for you to follow me. Stay tuned on this wonderful adventure of doing a new scope every single day for an entire year. That's it. Until next time, I'll see you tomorrow.